But you look down through your county commission contribution report, there are all kinds of contractors, construction firms, builders on this. I mean, if people are going to draw a conclusion from that, isn't it that you're just going to be essentially part of the grow caucus, whatever the developers and builders want, Brian Scroggins will give them?
No, John, I actually live in a rural neighborhood preservation area. So I'm, you have to have at least a half acre to live in our area. Most of my neighbors have horses, so I'm about protecting neighborhoods.
I don't think that we'd get anything from him if it wasn't in his favor.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he's going to be more on developer's side or more on...
I think he'd be more on the developer's side, because right now all this property here is sitting in limbo.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who that property belonged to until we started questioning people, and we found out that it belonged to an ex-commissioner. Yeah. And he's part developer.
I am from the construction industry. I've been a contractor for 15 years. I've had my own business in the construction end of things with my sign company. So I think I bring a very good balance. Again, I'm about protecting neighborhoods, but about working with developers and contractors to make sure we're getting good development.
There's a lot of issues, different issues out here. Like the developers encroaching on us. Nothing ever changes. They just keep choking us at the neck. Nobody's protecting the residential neighborhood with its integrity and its laws and zoning laws that Brian has made decisions on in the past. I've got nothing against the guy personally, but I just think it's time for a better change.
It's not just they've given you a sprinkling of money, Mr. Scroggins. They're funding your race.
Well, John, for 15 years I've been a contractor, and my clients have contributed, and those that I've worked with. So again, you go to your friends, and those are my friends.
But, as being a representative of his constituents, I don't think we get any satisfaction from, unless you're a personal friend or I'll use the term, or if he's in your pocket.
Yeah. But again, I bring a different perspective in that I've worked on the Enterprise Town Board for 4 years. I live in a rural neighborhood preservation area, so I think I bring a very good balance.
I attended a few of the township board meetings. Scroggins sat on the board, and they're discussing matters that maybe weren't of interest to him because he was nodding off during the course of the meeting.
Yeah.
And, that's my experience with Scroggins personally.
I've lived out here for 28 years, and I've turned in complaints to the Public Response Office with zoning violations and code violations and laws that are being broke. And I know for a fact that some have been turned in on Brian Scroggins operating his sign business at his property. I've actually been cited for having a couple doghouses in front of my house, and I couldn't understand, unless the complaints went in the garbage, why nothing has ever happened with his properties. But then that's another issue, I guess, with the politics out here. And I guess maybe he's allowed to run a business out of his house. But what goes on, like even right down the street with the semis tearing up the streets, and if Brian hasn't seen this stuff, then he's not paying attention to anything that's going on in the neighborhood. And that scares me about him becoming the commissioner, because in my eyes, the commissioner should be well aware of everything right in the surrounding area.